This news story was produced by Cogeco North Bay News. To watch the full newscast, tune into channels 12 or 700 live at 5:30 p.m. Monday to Friday.
Now, heavy hitters are useful in a hockey game, but this time it was what they said and not how they played that made the difference. Provincial and national CUPE leaders were in North Bay to speak and to rally and to play some hockey to support locked out Children's Aid employees. The employees have been locked out for almost 3 weeks, and the hockey game and subsequent family skate was to raise spirits and maybe put some pressure on management to get back to the bargaining table.
We have staff that work with our locals and local bargaining committees, but from my understanding, there's a few issues on the table. A lot of them arise from the amalgamation, the merger of the different societies up here, the different groups up here, and the fact that we have workers making different wages, making different benefits and working under different working conditions, even though they're all doing exactly the same job. So that's probably the biggest bone of contention.
Community's been quite clear. Look, these workers were locked out 2 days before Christmas. I mean, that's just, those kinds of actions aren't exactly ones that will win favor for the employer, but it's also not clear here what exactly is the problem. You know, there are lots of child welfare agencies across the province. They all have the same funding formula. They're all dealing with similar challenges, and they're all finding ways through agreements with their workers. And so this is a highly unusual example where this employer has aggressively locked people out. Nobody in the community thinks that makes sense, so it's time for them to go back to the bargaining table and resolve this.
A lot of the speakers on Friday addressed the issue of how unique the situation is in North Bay and Parry Sound. They are the only bargaining unit that is locked out. The other situations involving labor disputes in the CS in the past have been strike actions.
We've actually been trying to track down statistics, and I've been asking everyone, and so far nobody can remember a Children's Aid Society ever being locked out. So I can't state that for fact, but I haven't found a person yet that has remembered anyone locking out Children's Aid workers.
Management calls them replacement workers. Locked out labor employees have a different, less flattering name for them, and that adorned one of the benches.
Certainly scabs are an issue. Henri spoke a bit about that, and it's a concern for us because we have a lot of scab labor in there working with the families and children we normally work with, and we're concerned about that. But we're going to poke a little fun today and just have some fun, 2049 against the scab team, but it doesn't take away, and I don't want it to take away from the real issues, which are our workload and layoff language and having services here to protect the children and families we work with.
Meanwhile, Executive Director Giselle Hébert says the replacement workers are filling in quite nicely.
I'm very grateful and thankful that we have replacement workers and our management staff. Our top priority and focus right now is, and our mandate is to protect kids. And the replacement workers are helping us doing that. So the quality of service has not at all been compromised as a result of this labor disruption.
If you are interested in watching Cogeco North Bay News, you can become a subscriber by calling 1-800-267-9000.